Yeah, this game can be absolutely enjoyed free to play. You gotta really temper your expectations as for how far you're gonna get.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
Let's shift gears a little bit and talk about the events that are in front of us. So Autumn Festival on mobile, 6 tasks. We know what the rewards are. If you don't know what the rewards are, check out my previous video. So we have spend emeralds. 250, 500, 1,000, etc., 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 etc. 80,000 emeralds. Discovery of the day. Do the tower. And I was looking at this. And this is kind of what I was looking at, though, guys. If you were able to take advantage of this, the 4-day, which is what I did. If you got a 4th day out of this event, which I highly recommend you start paying attention and doing that if you are serious about this game, you got all but one of the chests, right? I'm sorry, all but one of the rewards. And at first I was thinking that spending emeralds to buy 15 more chests would be kind of beneficial. But even at the least expensive, it's 750 emeralds. So if you spent 750 emeralds, you would get 5 more of the brew. You would get 4 more of the brew right here. And I think that's the best value. I think spending the emeralds to get more energy, the jump from 3,600 to 4,800 from there to 6,000, I think a lot of people can get 1,200 in a day if they push it, right? I think people can get 1,200 energy usage in a day if they push it. But I think getting more than like 1,000 energy, maybe 1,350 is a nice safe one. So jumping from 1,350 energy to 3,600 is, it's like 2,300 energy, across a couple of days. That's a lot of emeralds to spend there. So at first I was thinking that maybe spending emeralds on energy was the play. But then I was like, well, the tower, 15, collecting soul stones of any hero. You can easily get the soul stones from any hero from the shops, right? You can just buy, the soul stones from the various shops. You can get 20 from every, from the arena, from the tower, from the highwayman. I wouldn't recommend spending the outland coins on here, but that's 60 right there just from those 3. And then a couple more elsewhere, maybe from like the daily heroic chest, maybe from some of the saved up nesting dolls. I wouldn't spend the emeralds on getting hero soul stones. I would not do that. And then the dungeon, collecting Titanite in the dungeon, if you were able to do 150 in a day, then this is pretty easy. You don't need to spend any emeralds on this. You can't really spend emeralds on this even if you wanted to. And then of course, logging in, you just log in. So what I was going to tell people as far as the mobile version of this event goes, if I were a free-to-play player, I would spend at least 750 emeralds, and I would do it across 3 days, opening extra tower chests, buying the 50 emerald tower chest. You know what I mean? You go into the tower, and then you skip to the first one, or you fight your way to the first. Come on. You fight your way to the first set of chests. You open the first chest, and then the next 2 costs 50 each. If you open 15 more, and you can keep doing this. So this is one floor. Let's see. This is the second floor at 50, and then the third floor at 50. Fourth floor is 50, or the fourth chest, I should say, not fourth floor. The fifth floor is 50. So there's 10 chests for sure right there in one day. There's the 6th chest, and I think it's the 7th chest is actually when it jumps up to 100. No, okay, so 7. So it's the 8th chest. Okay, so there's 7 chests in the tower that you can open additional chests for 50 emeralds. So if you of those 7 levels, if you buy 15 of them across the 3 days, I think that's the absolute best value for your emerald spend. 750 emeralds isn't a difficult sum to get to, right? If you're any good in the arena at all, you're gonna get several emeralds. You can get the top 1,000. You're making 40 a day, right? That's not 750, but that's the absolute minimum. And if you're able to get in the top 100 obviously is a lot more. So 750 is about the most that I would recommend any player to spend on this event. And again, it all has to do with double dipping into multiple multiple sections of this task list. I still can't get 150 every day. I get it every now and then. Yeah, Mr. NCSU, I have trouble some days too myself. If I were a free-to-play player, I would not spend more than 750 emeralds on this, if at all. But if I were going to spend any amount of, like a small amount of emeralds, then I would use some of my theater tickets to buy a handful of emeralds. I would potentially, use some of the emeralds that I've been saving up over time to get some of those items. But even then, I don't think so. Is free-to-play good for web? Oh yeah. This game can be absolutely enjoyed free-to-play. You gotta really temper your expectations as, for how far you're gonna get. But personally, I'm not gonna spend more than what I do daily anyway. Every day I spend some emeralds to get my my guild activity up there. Every day I spend some emeralds on outland chests. Every day I spend some emeralds on big money blue balls. And, I have a little bit of a budget for that. I'm going to spend a little bit of emeralds here and there naturally throughout the course of my game anyway. So I'm going to collect those. I'm going to collect a lot of the spend emerald task just by playing every day. But yeah. And the Facebook and web version is very similar. But I don't want to really get into that too much here. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys.